Hello, BookTube, and welcome back. So, I'm going to do another series of book reviews again. I say book reviews, they're not really book reviews, they're more my opinion of a book and a quick synopsis of what I've read. So, without any further ado, no waffling, here is Lincoln in the Bardo. This is by George Saunders. Now, it's an American novel, and it's about Abraham Lincoln's son, Willie Lincoln. If you don't know, Willie Lincoln died when he was a child, and this book is basically about that. So it's a fiction book, and at the start of the novel, he's alive because everybody thinks he's going to survive, and then he dies, and the majority 99% of this book is about Lincoln in the Abe Lincoln's son, so Willie Lincoln in the Bardo, which is kind of like a limbo between worlds. So this book contains a multitude of narratives. There's a lot of talking heads in this book. There's like ghosts in limbo. That's what this book really is, and I think there's over 150 different voices in this book. There's tons. There's a lot, and there's uh, made up quotes here, fictional quotes, and there's actual historical quotes in this book as well as what the ghosts are saying. And basically, this is what this book is about. It's Abe Lincoln's son Willie stuck in purgatory, and it's only a slim novel. It's about maybe 150 pages, maybe 200, something like that. So it's a wee little tiny thing, and it's called a very alternative way of writing. Okay, so it's an original way of telling a story. So let's. What did I think of the book? I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. This is. I thought it was trying too hard to be different. I thought it was. Well, get onto that. I thought it was incredibly repetitive as well. So, as I said, it's a slim book, and it's about 150 different narrative voices in this book, and it could be a line, it could be a paragraph, it could be a couple of sentences, it could be historical actual things what happened, made up things, and it's pretty much like that. And the paragraphs could be semi-linked. And when people say, it's an alternative way, like an original way, alternative way of writing, that screams to me straight away. This is going to be weird. It's going to be weird, and there's no character development is probably going to happen, and there's probably going to be absolutely no plot. And I think this book says pretty much is them three things, because there's not much. It's pretty bizarre. Yeah, I consider what this. I think Joe. I think this book was either shortlisted or longlisted for the Booker. It's very much of that flavour kind of a book. Definitely not for me. I Even though it's a short book, I was quite bored throughout it, because I think there's a lot of repetition in this book, over and over and over again. I've checked some other people's opinions of this book, and they're saying that sometimes the beauty of the writing has brought them to tears. Okay, Hoss, that's just like your opinion, man. This No, not for me at all. I thought it was pretty much like I think I said at the start. It's trying too hard to be different, and after I think all those voices cramped in so much. Those 150 voices in 200 pages. I was just too scattershot for me. I just did not enjoy it. I'm trying to pick up a positive. Some of the voices were quite good. The obvious African Americans voices I thought was probably the best voices, but it's too small and too conscious, because the ghosts are doing weird things as well, because I don't know whether it is kind of like a purgatory, but they're doing some weird things, like they've got to do X, like work or something like that, and some of it's a bit of humour splashed in near and there, here and there as well. But whew, no. But if you've read a lot of like the, okay, I call them book of books, and you think you like originality or alternative way of writing, like a new way of, that's probably, if you like a new uh, less, you know, mainstream way of writing, and you think, you know, you can put up with 150 voices in one tiny little book, pick up this book because you might like it. I mean, the writing, again, I think the writing was okay. I don't think it was anything exceptional. But hey, that's just my opinion. This book did not work for me. A lot of the book of books didn't work for me. There's only a few. But yeah, if you like originality, if you like an alternative way of telling a story, pick up Lincoln in the Bardo. Didn't work for me, but it might work for you. Bye, BookTube.